88 that comes up. Dig it out of that bank right there, and looks like we got. Hey everybody, today I'm going to head up to an old mine site. There's some mine dumps up there and stuff. Going to take the razor out and get up there with the metal detector, see if we can find anything. This was a gold producing area, but a lot of the gold is fine, so I'm not expecting to find any gold nuggets, but might find some old relics up here. So it's a pretty trashy spot. Going to use the Manticore to start out with and see how it works with the new 8-inch coil, and then maybe change over to the Deus and try that. So let's get loaded up and we'll head up there. Okay, I'm going to go over my setup here real quick on the Manticore. Got the 5x8 coil on. I'm going to run all-terrain low conductors. Did ground balance, came out at 8. Recovery 4 we're going to start with. May go up to 6. We're going to use all metal disc pattern. Ferrous limits, we're just going to use the presets. Ferrous volume, we will use presets. Now the one thing I've done on this is got a 2-tone, and what I've done on this is I've got my, obviously the first tone, or the first section starts at 0, and I've got the volume on that really low at like 2, because I really don't want to hear that and the iron all that much. So I've got that at a very low volume. Then on the second bin, I've got it running up to 24 so I can catch nickels and everything up. And the volume on that's going to be 25. So we basically got two bins, one that's trash below nickels, and then nickels and above we're going to be able to hear really good. Audio theme's normal with a simple profile, and we're running multi-IQ. So let's get going and see what we can find. Okay, I've got a target here coming up in the 50s. Trace is kind of all over the place, but there's a lot of iron in here too, so let's dig this up, see what we got. Okay, got it right there. Okay, looks like we just got a folded up cap or something there. Nothing real interesting. So let's move on. Okay, gotta find it again here. There we go. Pretty nice signal, and even a pretty decent trace in some directions. Might end up being like a shotgun shell or something like that, but right there someplace. It's probably that. Yep. Piece of brass of some sort. Alright, got this target here. This 70s, 80s, so. Yeah, I think I saw it. Yeah, well, that's actually an old watch. Frame to an old watch. Pocket watch, so that's kind of neat. It's got a decorative a little bit of decoration on the edge there and stuff. Looks like it was probably gold plated maybe at one time, but obviously that's wearing off now. But that's kind of neat. All right, that gave a good signal. Okay, these are pretty prevalent and pretty common in ghost towns, these harmonica reed plates. Find these all the time, but they're still kind of cool to find. Sometimes you can find a patent date on them and stuff, but they are fairly common, used to pass the time when the miners weren't mining, just hanging out. So pretty neat, just kind of laying on top of the ground. See what else we can find here. Okay, this is kind of cool. I just found this with the Manticore. Looks like an old spoon bowl. Looks like it had some sort of a design on it right there, but obviously it's broken up now. But that's pretty neat. Big old spoon. Okay, this is kind of a cool find here. At least I think it is. This is part of a spoon handle, and it's got, you get that in the light, it's got some pretty good design on it there. It's just an old brass one, but or plated of some sort, but that's pretty cool. Alright, it's kind of cool. Found that spoon handle earlier, now I just flipped up a whole spoon. Got some pretty decent decoration on there. It's kind of cool. Like it was plated for sure, but that's a neat little relic there. Well, it's not little, but it's a neat relic. Seeing if it has anything on there, like a hotel name or anything, but I don't see anything. I've got a couple of ghost town programs. Let me just show you how the setup goes on this. And before I do that, let's take a look at the ground we've got here. I mean, we've got, you know, flat tin and glass, nails, bottle caps, just all sorts of junk all over the ground. A bunch of glass there. And so we're in a really trashy site. And the way I have this set up, I've got two different programs. This one's called my Ghost Town program. And so what I've got set on this is a disc of 10. And under expert, I've got 3 tones. So the first break is at 10, second break is at 40, and I've got that as a lower tone, 202 hertz, and then everything above 40 is coming in at 910 or 901 hertz, so that it really stands out when you go over something that's good. So got disc at 95. I've got my max frequency at 24, and I may drop that to 14 if the iron gets to be a little bit challenging, you know, specifically the nails. Iron volume is 7. That's not going to matter because I'll show you here in a minute. Reactivity 3, audio response 3. Got to go back into disc and show you what I got for bottle caps is 2. I've got 0 through 10 notched out, and I got my silencer at 2. And that is, for the most part, taking care of a lot of the tin and nails. So really all we're getting is cracks and pops, and then when you go over a good target, it sounds good. So I'll show you in a minute how that sounds, but let me... So here's a cool find, just sitting on top of the ground. Can you see it? It's right there. Whoops, clay marble. That's pretty neat. I like finding those. They're not worth much, but I think they're pretty cool. So, you know, it'd be nice if I found a nice colorful one, but anyway, you know, you got to keep your eyes peeled when you're metal detecting. Some of the stuff you can't pick up with a metal detector, but you can see it if you know what you're looking for. So that's pretty neat. So we got a target right there. Let's dig it up and see what we got, just so we can see what we're looking at here with this program. You know, and the stuff here isn't real deep. You can expect maybe a couple of inches at the most. So it's in there now. And that's what we ended up with. So piece of brass or copper of some sort, but you can see how that stood out using the full tones. I'll use that until I start to get audio fatigued, and then I'll usually switch over to my other program, but you can see the stuff stands out, and you can hear the iron too in places like this. Okay, might have a coin here using sensitive full tones. Let's see what we got. Let's see, I saw the edge of it somewhere here. Right there. Looking like a... well, that's a dime, but I think it's new. Crap. Yeah, I don't think that's silver. Well, that always sucks when you're in a ghost town, you find a new dime. Yeah, I don't think it's silver. I think it's clad. That's too bad. Irony crap, and got that pretty digital signal there. Coming up 84. Let's see what we got here. Let's see. Alright, gonna have to get the pinpointer out. Oh, coin. Let's see, what do we got there? Indian. All right. Let me see if I can get a year off of it. I think that says 1898. That's nice, cool. 88 that comes up. Dig it out of that bank right there, and looks like we got a penny. It might not be old, but yeah, it's a wheat. Not sure of the date. Have to get back with that in a minute. Got a 90 on the desk and pulled up a Merc dime. So, but that's neat. Not sure of the year, can't read it. It's pretty worn now. Looks like 1919 possibly. But anyway, you guys can probably see it better than I can. So that's cool. See what else we can find here.